All right, guys, Justin here from Revolt Fitness. Just going to run you through my glute bridge setup and tips for maximizing building great glutes. So, the setup is knees are directly above your ankle, your shoulder blades are just on the edge of the bench, and then when you lower, we're only going to do the top third. So, I stop when my knees want to cave in towards my torso, and then it's about getting full hip extension. So, glutes are about the main job is hip extension. So, as I squeeze my glutes, I drive my hips to the roof. I try and drive my tailbone down towards my knees, and also contract the abs to pull the pelvis up towards my rib cage. So from here, you can see where the abs come into play. So I'm coming down. I stop when my knees want to cave in, squeeze my glutes, drive my tailbone down towards my knees, and then at that very top, I'm trying to pull the front part of my pelvis up to my ribs and really spend a good amount of time at the top, because this is the most effective part of the glute bridge, or even for your hip thrust. Hip thrusts, the only difference is you're going to go right down to the floor. Often people will bend the knee too much and use the quads to get out of the bottom. So focus on a glute bridge if your goal is glutes, and spending a lot of time at the top part of the range. This view, same again. If you have access to a Watson bench like this, just make sure your feet aren't too far up or down, that the knees are kind of above the heels, and then you don't drop down too low that your knees cave right into the towards the torso. Focus on the top third, squeeze the glutes, drive the tailbone down, contract the abs, bring that top half of that pelvis up towards the ribs, and really just focus on hip extension. Do you need a band around the thighs? No, that's going to really activate those deep external hip rotators like piriformis. So those kind of muscles are really, if you're struggling with those muscles, you're looking at your beginning stage rehab exercises. Your booty and the aesthetic muscles that we work on are hip extensors. So the next step here would be to add weight. So often people will want to load this exercise up, but they're going to miss full hip extension. So stay with a weight that you can control. Like you'll see a lot of girls on Instagram or whatnot using like 3 or 4 plates, and they're not getting their hips, shoulders, and knees in a line. So they never get to full hip extension. So they miss the biggest part or the best part of the lift. So focus on getting full hip extension and let me know how you go.